Hey there, friend. I'm Kathy Olson of Love Inspired, love-inspired.com, and today I just might ruffle some feathers, but that's okay. We're going to be talking about what your website designer is missing and what you can do about it. First off, I feel like I should give you a little bit of background just in case we've never met. I am a graphic and web designer. I've been a designer professionally for 17 years and I've run my own business for almost 10 years. And I can say that your designer is doing this wrong because I did it wrong for a really long time. This isn't really taught in graphic design. So don't feel bad if your designer did this, or if you are a designer and you're currently doing this, just get better and let's just fix it so you can feel awesome and you can make a bigger impact with your website and book more clients. The first thing that your web designer is doing wrong is that the design needs to support the function of the site. Above the look and feel, above the cool, fun graphics, function is the utmost importance, and this has to be number one before you even get started on a website design. And you might be thinking, of course I thought of the objective. I'm making a website for my business, but have you? Because I see a lot of websites that actually aren't selling. They're not doing their primary purpose. Their prime objective is to get more clients, and they're not working. Yes, they're beautiful, but they're not working, you guys. So you have to be thinking about this number one objective and keep it number one and work on that first. I feel like I'm yelling at you, but I swear I'm not. Because like I said, I made this mistake for such a long time. It was always about the design and the look and the feel and how it made the person feel, but it's not enough. So how you can fix this is work on your objective first. Think about what you want the outcome to be when they come to your site. Put yourself in their shoes. Think about what they're afraid of. And what are their objections when they're coming there? What is in their head and what are they looking to find? If you can answer those questions right off the bat and start talking to them right off the bat, those are the most important things you can do with your site. And once you have that firm foundation in place of what the objectives of your site and how you're gonna fulfill those objectives, then you can work on the pretty stuff. Then you can work on the design. Just make sure that's in there first. And the second thing that your website designer is missing is that usability matters. The way people use websites matters, and you can't just guess at this stuff. You have to test it out and check it out and see what's happening. So this is not really something that I was taught, but it's sort of a self-taught thing, and it's become a priority for me to see how people use websites and what actually works the best. What kind of buttons work the best? What kind of look and feel works the best? How do you tell the story the best? How do they know what to click next the best? Because a designer that knows how people use websites are so invaluable to their clients. Because I think that most people think that designers do this automatically, but they don't. They just learn design, and a lot of them learn print design first and not interactive design. So it's very, very important that they understand that usability matters. And what you can do to fix your usability issues is you can pop into your Google Analytics and you can see the paths that most people are taking. You really just want to do research and figure out how people are using your site. And if you notice that people are dropping off on a certain page, work on that page and make it better. Even little tweaks will make a big difference in usability. And the third thing that your website designer is missing is that uniqueness matters. There's this really cool scientific thing called the law of sensory adaptation or neural adaptation. And what it means is that when we are constantly shown something very similar, that our brain starts to basically disregard it. So it's kind of like how you go nose blind in your own house. If you don't know what your house smells like because you're constantly smelling it, your brain sort of shuts that part off and doesn't let you smell it anymore because it's not important information. Even like if you live next to an airport and you stop hearing the planes after a while, your brain is always trying to save energy or save calories. It's in survival mode all the time. So there's so many things that we do because of this. And so how this ties back into your website is that when people are seeing websites that constantly look the same or have the same layout, they are disregarding some of the information and they're skimming right over it. So this is why uniqueness matters. And this is why templates don't work very well, especially overused templates. So when these templates get used over and over again, our brains sort of disregard a lot of the information because we've seen it all before. And that's why it's important to be really creative with the way that you do things so that it triggers your brain to notice. And the way you can fix this is just think about little details that you can do differently than everyone else. be careful of not going too far the other direction, because if you change your site too much, then your brain starts thinking, oh wow, this is way too much energy, this is way too overwhelming, I'm just gonna shut down. So you want to strike a balance of something somewhat recognizable, but little pops and details that make it different. Things you could try on your site might be some text and just making it a little bit more conversational, or making it a little bit different, but not unrecognizable and not confusing. And also you can add in little layers of design. This is something that we do very often, and something that we're known for is making a website design not look flat and feel like it's in real life and feel like it's kind of coming out of the screen and it has layers and textures. That's something that you can add to your site pretty easily that'll make your site pop just a little bit more. Okay, if you're confused and you need a little bit more help, go over to lovins.co/designer mistakes, and there I'll give you a checklist of things to avoid and fix and ways to make your site awesome. Alrighty guys, that's it for today. If this was helpful, would you like and subscribe and tell your friends? Alright, see you guys next time. Bye.